Hey there, Andy Powers here, and I want to thank you for opting in to learn this nasty curveball trick that I've learned. This was something I learned a while back. I learned it actually from one of college baseball's great coaches, Jim Gilligan. He taught me this trick, and I've been able to teach this to many pitchers since then, and it's been a phenomenal result. Very, very effective, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you today. So let's talk about the curveball. First of all, we understand that the premise of the curveball is to try to do a 12-6. That's basically what we're looking for. This depends on the arm slot of a pitcher, by the way, so that's important. If somebody is a little more sidearm, it's going to be harder to get on top of that ball. That's going to be more of a slider. The cool thing is that the trick I'm going to show you today applies to the slider as well. So let's just start off talking about the curveball. So you've got your horseshoe right here. The traditional way that guys will hold the curveball is they've got their two fingers on the inside part of that seam right there, and then they're going to put their hand, the rest of their hand, the thumb underneath. So the first thing I want you to do is go ahead and hold it like that. Now, turn your hand over and look at your thumb. First thing I want you to look for is the thumb diagonal to your middle finger? That's the first thing that we're looking for. The next thing I want you to look at is your thumbprint on the ball, or is the side of your thumb on the ball? If your thumbprint is on the ball, that's not what we want. We actually want the side of our thumb to be on the ball. It's going to help for getting it coming out of the hand, and the thumbprint actually helps to slow it down out of the hand. So we want to keep it on the side of your thumb. Now, here's the really, really cool trick that you do. The whole key result is based off of your ring finger. You want to take your ring finger and drive it down and underneath the ball as far as you can. Now, when you do that, you're going to naturally feel the webbing between your ring finger and your middle finger start to stretch. And because of that, you're also naturally going to feel your middle finger start pressing down on the seam of that ball. That's what is going to cause that nastiness out of your hand, is based off of the ring finger. Now, everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of the guys that I worked with in the past, when we start throwing this ball, one of the things they tend to do is to slow down as they release the ball. The key here is to accelerate even more out of into your release point, so that this thing really gets out in front of you and it comes popping out of your hand, getting the rotation that we want. And that's it, guys. That is the nastiness of this pitch. Now, as a coach, I would very much like to emphasize this to you so that you understand this, and that you can also relay this on to your players. The first few times that guys are going to start playing with this and throwing it this way, be prepared for balls to get spiked right into the ground or to take off high on them. They're not going to be devastating and nasty right away. Make sure that you understand that so you can be okay with it, and make sure they understand it so they can be okay with it, because it is a process. But as they continue to get feel for it, as they continue to accelerate through that release point and getting it out front, you're going to start to see this pitch take shape and start to do the things that you're wanting to see it do. Now, if you're more of a slider guy, by the way, it's the same concept. It's just how it comes out of your hand a little bit more off to the side instead of with your fingers in front, okay? Thanks again for opting in. I hope that this has been helpful for you. I look forward to hearing about all your success, and I'll see you down the road.